Translating is more than a mechanical substitution of words. When moving from Hebrew to Esperanto, we must ask, what does the Hebrew original accomplish, and what does Esperanto do in its place? It is a transition from Hebrew properties to Esperanto structure via the translator's choices. We are looking at two different processes: the translation relationship between the Hebrew text and the 1911 edition, and the historical transmission path between the 1911 edition and the 1926 London Bible. It is essential to distinguish between these two paths. What happened between 1911 and 1926? Following Zamenhof's death in 1917, the work underwent post-mortem revisions under the guidance of the British and Foreign Bible Society. This period separates the author's original work from later editorial interventions. When Hebrew features are rendered in Esperanto, they may be preserved, interpreted, lost, or gained through a new structure. These categories are not value judgments of quality or fidelity, but analytical tools to describe the translation process. Consider the Hebrew verb bara. In the 1911 translation, it is rendered as Christ. While the fundamental meaning is preserved, the specific lexical distribution of the original is transformed. This shows that lexical equivalence does not imply structural identity. The Hebrew term ruah carries a broad semantic field, covering wind, breath, and spirit. Zamenhof translates it as spirito. This interpretative choice is unavoidable, illustrating how translation often necessitates a semantic selection from a wider field. In Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, the Hebrew verb na'asa is plural. Zamenhof maintains this in Esperanto as nikro. This is a clear case where the plural feature is preserved, though identifying the exact reference remains a hermeneutical question. The creation stories present a unique case. The Hebrew distinctions between zakar and neqebach and is and isa are unified in Esperanto through the viro and virino pair. This creates a new intertextual coherence across these stories. Ultimately, Zamenhof does not just translate words, he translates relationships. He reconstructs the interconnectedness of texts, using the specific structural tools of the Esperanto language, making his translation a vehicle for these deeper patterns. The role of the 1915 manuscript, or M1915, remains a subject of research. Its absence from direct collation leaves open the question of whether specific changes reflect Zamenhof's intent or subsequent editorial decisions. To conclude, the history of Zamenhof's Genesis reveals a paradox: a deep structural transformation of the text coupled with extreme stability during the transmission of that text. Both facts hold true. Thank you for watching. The research path began with academic seminars, moved to textual analysis of specific passages, and eventually developed into this comprehensive study. This structured approach ensures every claim is supported by documented evidence. We hope this video has provided a clear overview of the translation methodology and historical evolution of Zamenhof's Genesis. Thank you for your interest in this research project.